Hi everyone, Rana sir is here. How are you dears? Okay dears, welcome to our RANA SIR educational channel. Today I will talk on a topic whose name is motion in a plane. That is also written in Hindi, समतल में गत. Now in this topic I will explain some numericals which is related to vector and also those concepts previously I have described with you. I will apply those concepts on these numericals. Okay, so you concentrate on this live video for understanding detailed concept of the application of previous concept in this chapter and also in this question. Okay, now first of all I will say you, if you will understand this live video, so you like this live video and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students, so that they can also update, that is improve their knowledge on this topic. Now one additional information I am going to tell you and you follow it positively. First of all you have to take one notebook and one pen and then you sit at your location properly, positively and safely, and then you write all those information which are written on the blackboard by me, and also you have to write those informations when I am speaking during the solution, because those will enhance your future. Okay, you take its all this information positively. Okay students, so positively I am going to write the question and after that I will write and then I will apply all concept previously I have explained, that is described with you about motion in a plane. Okay students, so you concentrate here positively. So here I am going to write one question and you will say it. Now this is the question number 1. I am going to write like this. Find if, here I am going to write if a vector R that has function in T, that is written as minus 2 T vector I cap plus, here I will write 4 T square vector j cap, and then I will write here minus T cube vector a dash. Okay, here I have taken one vector and that vector is available in this form, but this vector has variable in T. Okay, now this is the vector which is given in the question. Now the requirement of the question is if R is equal to itna, and then find its V of P comma A of P comma V of P at T is equal to minus, we are 2 seconds, and also the magnitude of this vector at T is equal to 2 seconds. This is the question. Okay, so you have to find all these requirements. One is the velocity function and then acceleration function and also the velocity vector at x is equal to, and also you have to find the velocity magnitude at t is equal to 2 seconds. Here 2 seconds is given. Here t is equal to 2 means 2 seconds. So its unit here I am writing clearly. So each and every student will have clear concept. So t is written in seconds. So here I have to get the value of V of P. We have to also find at t is equal to 2 seconds. Okay, this is the question. Now this question I will also translate into in Hindi, so students who are in Hindi medium, those students can also understand its concept in detail. Okay students, so first of all I am going to say if means अगर वेक्टर दिया गया है ये टी के फॉर्म में है, उसको लिखा गया है 2t इंटू वेक्टर आई कैट प्लस 4t स्क्वायर वेक्टर जे कैट माइनस टी क्यूब वेक्टर के कैट। यह एक वेक्टर दिया गया है आर जिसमें वेरिएबल जो होता है टी है, टी जो होता है डिफरेंट टी के लिए, डिफरेंट टी के वैल्यू के लिए इसका वेक्टर जो होता है डिफरेंट होगा, इसलिए टी का जो डोमेन होगा वो माइनस इंफिनिटी से प्लस इंफिनिटी तक होगा। डोमेन को हिंदी में परास करते हैं। ओके, तो इसमें कहा गया है फाइंड में पाइए वेलोसिटी का एक्सप्रेशन पाइए और एक्सेलरेशन। भी से वेलोसिटी होता है, वेलोसिटी का मीनिंग होता है वेग और ए का मीनिंग होता है एक्सेलरेशन मीन्स त्वरण। वेलोसिटी हम जानते हैं डिस्प्लेसमेंट बटे टाइम होता है, एक्सेलरेशन जो होता है चेंज इन वेलोसिटी पर यूनिट टाइम होता है, डेल्टा वी बटे डेल्टा टी होता है। अब वी का भी वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करना है कब, जब t बराबर 2 सेकेंड है और वी का मैग्नीट्यूड भी ज्ञात करना है, फाइंड आउट करना है जब t बराबर 2 सेकेंड है। सो वी जाकर common information and each and every student has to solve such question because yesterday I have already solved questions related to this type. Okay, because this is another question, but that question is similar to that. It means that we can say that this question is parallel to the yesterday question. Now because here vector I have taken different from the yesterday, but same procedure I have used to find the velocity and also acceleration, and then after getting the velocity value I will put at the place of t which is equal to 2, then I will take a velocity vector and then I will take its magnitude, that will be the magnitude of the velocity. Okay student, so you follow it positively. Now I am going to take its solution properly. Okay, so first of all student has to write here solution and then student has to write vector given that one information student has to write given that it is also called in Hindi दिया है। So vector r which is equal to, that is in t which is equal to minus t vector I cap plus 4t square into vector j cap and here minus I will write t square into vector k cap. Okay, this is the vector which is given in the question. Okay, so this information I will say first of all I will write one statement for getting the velocity vector in the form of t. Okay, so here I will write one statement. That statement is very very important because here t has power 3, so here I have to put their power is 3. So 3 I will write there t. Now I will write one statement and that statement is very very important. And first of all I will write this is the equation number 1 and then I will write here statement. That statement will be like this: differentiating equation number 1 on both sides with respect to, here I write with respect to, that is written in short form, with respect to t, and then we will get, so I will write will get. So this is the information, that is the instruction, and we have to learn it positively because in each and every question I have to write this statement that is common. Differentiating equation number 1, we have to differentiate equation number 1 on both sides. This is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. on both side I will differentiate, and here I have to take variable t, so I will write with respect to t, and after differentiating, and then we will get a expression, therefore I have written here we get. Okay, so all this information I will also speak in Hindi, so student who are reading in Hindi, that is in UP board, those student can also know its solution very easily, because each and every step I will explain in detail. Okay, so you concentrate on this live video. Okay, now यहाँ पर हमने एक वेक्टर लिया है, वो वेक्टर आर है, जो हमने यहाँ लिखा है गिवन दैट का हिंदी होता है दिया है। वो क्या दिया है, ये वेक्टर दिया वेक्टर आर, और वो टी के फंक्शन के फॉर्म में है, फंक्शन का हिंदी होता है फलन, ये जो होता है -2 टी वेक्टर आई का प्लस 4 स्क्वायर वेक्टर के का माइनस टी स्क्वायर टी क्यूब वेक्टर के, ये वेक्टर दिया गया। उसके बाद से हम इसको इक्वेशन नंबर 1 हमने लिखा है। उसके बाद इक्वेशन का मतलब होता है अवकलन करना। इक्वेशन 1, इक्वेशन का मतलब समीकरण होता है। समीकरण 1 के दोनों साइड में जो होता है टी के रिस्पेक्ट में हम अवकलन करेंगे। अवकलन करने के बाद से हम एक्सप्रेशन पाएंगे, इसीलिए करते हुए ये हम पाते हैं। ओके स्टूडेंट, सो these are the information. Okay, this expression, this vector I will say, but ever better I will make equal to 2 second. I will also say here t equal to 2 second. Okay, properly I will write. So ever better I am going to series for solving the value requirement. So here I will say vector r t. I will write like this. Vector r, and it has function in t which is equal to -2 t vector I cap plus 4 t square vector j cap minus t cube vector k cap. I have taken. Now here t is taken 2 second. Okay, so I have set these two value 1 and 2. Now here I have written differentiating equation 1 with respect to t on both sides we get. Okay, so I will use this expression in the equation number 1. So here I will write imply that d upon dt in the bracket I will write vector r into of t curly bracket I will put, and on the right hand side I will put d upon dt, and in the bracket I will write 2t into vector I cap, and here plus 4 sign is given, plus 4 here I will write plus 4 because here there is no space, so I will erase here, or downside I will write. It's meaning I will write down t upon dt, and then in the curly bracket I will write -2 t vector I cap plus 4t square vector j cap, and then I will write here minus t cube vector k cap, and I will write in the curly bracket. Okay, so this statement I have applied in the equation number 1, and then I have got this value. Okay, now t upon dt into r of t, it means the distance with the time, and that has direction. It means the distance is changed into displacement divided by time, that is known as velocity. What is the definition of velocity? That velocity is written as displacement divided by time interval, that is called velocity. It means that this term I am writing in the rectangle box. So this term I say this is the velocity, and it is written as v of t. So v of t is written in the place of d upon dt. In the bracket I have written vector r cap of t. So this information I write here dt. Now on the right hand side I have right, this is the first step, first term, this is the second term, and this is the third term. So all these three terms I have written there properly, first and third term, because on the right hand side there are three terms. So d upon dt I will multiply with each term. After multiplying, I will use the concept of differentiation for getting its value. Okay students, so you concentrate on this live video to understand each and every topic in detail. Okay, if you will miss, so question can be asked in your internal exam and also in the competitive exam, so you will not get clear concept, so you will get confusion, so you cannot solve any question which is asked in the internal exam or in external exam properly. Therefore you have to give your important time for learning this point. Yeah, this information. Okay student, so positively I am going to erase it, and after erasing d upon dt I will multiply with each term, and after multiplying in each term, and then I will use the concept of differentiation, and then I will get its value. Okay student, so you concentrate on slide video. So here I am going to erase the unwanted data. It means that I will not use dual data again. So here I will write d upon dt, and first term I will write minus 2t vector I cap. Similarly d upon dt I will multiply the second term, so I will write d upon dt, and in the bracket I will write 4t square into vector z. This is the second term, and third term I will write d upon dt, and in the bracket I write minus 3 minus t cube vector a. So according to the information I have multiplied in each term with d upon dt symbol. Okay, now here I have written all this information, so I will use the concept of differentiation. I will write here, and after writing I will explain the information of those differentiation formula, and then I will apply those information here for getting its value. Okay students, so you concentrate here. Now already I have written d upon dt, in the curly bracket I have written vector r of t. It is also known as dt. So here I write properly d of t. Okay, so above data I will erase, and after erasing I will write after this solution. Okay, so first of all I am going to translate all the information in Hindi, so student who are reading in Hindi medium, those student can also understand all the information easily. Okay, so यहाँ पर हमने जो एक्सप्रेशन वेक्टर के लिए दिया गया था, उस एक्सप्रेशन में जो था मैंने एक स्टेटमेंट लिखा था कि समीकरण एक के दोनों तरफ जो था टी के रिस्पेक्ट में आउटलाइन करने पर हम आते हैं, तो उसके साथ हम डी से दोनों साइड में आउटलाइन किए, और इस डी और वेक्टर करली में लिखा, करली ब्रैकेट में लिखा गया वेक्टर आर और टी। इस टर्म को जो था हम करते हैं डिस्प्लेसमेंट बाई टाइम। डिस्प्लेसमेंट बाई टाइम को हम हमेशा जो होता है वेलोसिटी के नाम से जानते हैं, लेकिन यह जो होता है यह वेक्टर जो होता है, ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट जो होता है ये टी के रिस्पेक्ट में मीन्स ये टी का फंक्शन है, तो टी हम लिखेंगे। उसी तरीके से राइट हैंड साइड में जो होता है हम वेक्टर के तीन टर्म पाए हैं, एक आई का टर्म, एक ए का, एक के का टर्म पाए हैं। इसलिए हम कहेंगे वेक्टर के तीन टर्म है, उस तीनों टर्म में डी बटे डी, इसे हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे। मल्टीप्लाई करने में होता है गुणा करेंगे, गुणा करने के बाद से ये इंफॉर्मेशन इस तरीके से प्रॉपर्ली हम वहाँ पर नोट करेंगे। ओके, तो इसको यहाँ से हमने नोट किया। अब हमने डी को वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करना है, लेफ्ट साइड में डी हमने ऑब्टेन किया है, लेकिन हमारे क्वेश्चन में डी पूछा गया था, लेकिन हम डी बटे डी का कंसेप्ट यहाँ पे यूज करेंगे और इसको सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे। सिंप्लीफाई करने के बाद से सिंप्लीफाई करने सरल करेंगे, सरल करने के बाद से जो वैल्यू आएगा वो हमारा डी का वैल्यू होगा। वो एक फंक्शन होगा जो वेक्टर फंक्शन होगा जो टी के फॉर्म में एलिमेंट होगा। ओके स्टूडेंट, सो एक और डेटा को हम इरेज करेंगे और इरेज करने के बाद से जो डिफरेंशिएशन के फार्मूला हैं जो यहाँ पर अप्लाई हुए उस सारे फार्मूले को यहाँ पर एक्सप्लेन करेंगे और उसके बाद से इसका सोल्यूशन प्रोवाइड करेंगे, मीन्स उसका सोल्यूशन यहाँ पर एक्सप्लेन करेंगे। ओके, सो पॉजिटिवली आई एम गोइंग टू ये टेबल डाटा which is not necessary to further, therefore I will write the formula for differentiation. Those formula will be used here. Okay, so properly I am going to write. So I will edit firstly and then I will write. Now first differentiation formula I write differentiation for because mathematics is totally calculation of physics. Okay, so all information where mathematics is available, so I will explain in detail. Okay, so first formula I am explaining. If any d upon dt is given here, I am considering dx. If any function is given in the form of suppose that 5 into x to the power n, so here I will write 5 is constant, so I will take out of this d upon dt symbol, d upon dx symbol, and in the bracket I have to write n. Okay, so we have to differentiate base to the power n function with respect to x. So after differentiation, so here we 5 get 5 and here in this case by giving the x power n, so n will be here and then I place to the power n minus 1 will be here. Okay, so this function I have to differentiate, so power will put before and then x to the power I will keep x minus 1. Okay, so this is the requirement. Okay, now further information I will also write, that is table set I am going to also keep d upon dt that is given, d upon dx that is given here, and value is that available, so differentiation of constant value are which I have to compare 0. Okay, so these two formula you have to know properly, because if you will know, so any question will be asked, so and that question will be based on this topic, so you can do easily, because if d upon dt is given, there some function is summation is available, some function is differentiation is available, so I will and some function is divided is available, division is available, or multiplication will available, so I will use same condition to find the value of those functions. But sum and difference will be same concept, but product and division that will be indifferent. Because in the case of product, I will say first function differentiation of second function plus second function differentiation of first function. But if one function divided by another function fx equal to gx, that will be gx into fx differentiation minus fx into gx differentiation divided by denominator का whole square. So this formula I will use for division function. Okay, so now here I have to use this formula and also this formula for calculating its value. Okay student, those formula I will also write, okay, after explaining. So here I will write, so because here 5 is constant, so I have taken out of the symbol d upon dx. So here 2 and I is constant, so I put here and minus is also available, so I put here minus 2 and vector I cap, and then I write here d upon dt, and then I write variable d. Okay, similarly 4 and vector j is constant, so here I write 4 vector j cap into here I write d upon dt, and in the bracket I have to write d square. Okay, now again I have to write here minus a minus a will be constant, so I will take out of the symbol t upon dt, and in the bracket I will write t. Okay, so I have used this concept because phi is constant, so I keep out of the symbol, that is t upon ds. So here variable I have taken t, but here variable is s. Okay, student, so you have to follow same formula for evaluating this expression. Okay, now in the left hand side I will write same d of t. Okay, student, so I hope that you have already this formula and also this formula, and you have already noted that each information on your notebook for the revision. Okay, student, so above that I will erase, and after erasing I will get the value of this function and first function, second function, and also third function. Okay, student, so I am going to erase above data positively. Okay, so here in the left hand side I write d of t, and then here minus 2 to get the I cap multiplication of this value I will take. So this t has power 1, so this differentiation will be 1 into 3 to the power 1 minus 1, because I have written x. Okay, so here 4 to get the a cap I have to write here. Now differentiation of t square I will write 2 into t to the power. Okay, now further I have to write this is the vector a cap, and then 3 is evident, so here I will 3 and t to the power 3 minus 1. Okay, so differentiation of this expression I have written here. Okay, further I will simplify, and after simplify I will take this value, so here I will write 2 into vector I cap into 1, that will be 2 vector I cap, and t to the power 1 minus 1, that will be 0. Similarly, I will say 4 to the 8. So here I will write 8 vector k cap, and here I will write t to the power 2 minus 1, that will be 1, and here I will say 3 vector k cap, and then here I will write t to the power 3 minus 1, that will be 2. Okay, so the value of dt I have obtained here. Okay, so I will say this is the answer of my question. So we have to get this value. Now further I will put the value of t to the power 0. Now if any variable which has power 0, its value will be 1. So each and every student has to remember this. So here in the place of t to the power 0 I will put 1. So here I will write minus 2 vector I cap into 1, and plus here I can write 8 t into vector j cap, minus here I will write 3 t square vector e cap. Okay, so finally this I will say this is the value of dt, and this is the value of dt. It is written like this. Okay, I hope that you are understanding this solution of the written question easily. If you will have any doubt, so you write your doubt in the comment section positively. I will see, and then I will reply the solution of your question easily. Okay, student, and if you are understanding very well, so you like this live video, and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends, and students, so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic. Okay, topic name is motion in a plane. Topic name is motion in a plane. Okay, now if you are understanding very well, so you also subscribe this educational channel more and more. Okay, so each and every topic I will cover in the class 11. Okay, and also here I will get the value of acceleration. So I will say this is the equation number 2 for getting the value of acceleration. Okay, student, so I will say this is the equation number 2. Already I have got it. Now further I will get the acceleration expression. Again I will write one statement, and that statement will be as again differentiating equation number 2 on both sides with respect to t, with respect to t, with respect to t, we get. So I have written same information because if I will differentiate velocity, so I will get expression because the definition of expression is very easy. The change in velocity for unit time, that is called acceleration, and it has unit meter per second square in LPS system, but in CS system it will be centimeter square per second square. Centimeter divided by second square. Centimeter divided by second square. This will be the unit of acceleration in CDS system, that is centimeter per second system. Okay. So this information, yeah, this statement I will use in the equation number 2 for getting the acceleration rate. Okay. So error data is not necessary. I will get it, and then I will use this statement in the equation number 2 for getting its value. So I will get v upon dt, and here in the bracket I will v of t, and on the right hand side I will write like this v upon dt, and then here in the bracket I will write minus 2 vector I cap plus dt vector j cap minus 3 t square vector k cap. Okay, I will write it here. So I am going to write one information here question. So this value on which I see this is the a of t, this is the acceleration value, acceleration a of t, which is equal to d upon dt. In the curly bracket I have written d of t. So this value I will write acceleration because this is the change in velocity per unit time. Change in velocity per unit time, that is called acceleration. So this expression gives the meaning of acceleration, but in the right hand side I have to write three terms. This is the first term, and this is the second term, and also this is the third term. I will multiply this will be upon dt in each term, and then after multiplying I will use the concept of differentiation in each term, and then I will take the expression, and that expression will be the expression of the acceleration, and that will be a function that will be vector in the form of t. In other words, we will say that is a vector function, and that vector function has variable t. That vector function has variable t. Okay. So further I will erase the data, and later data I will simplify for reaching to the destination. So in the left hand side I will write a of t, I will multiply this term with dt. In the bracket I will write I cap, and then I will write here d upon dt, and in the bracket I have to write here a t vector j cap, and then I will write here plus d upon dt, and in the bracket I will write minus 3 t square and calculator and t cap. Okay. So this is the first term, this is the second term, and this is the third term. Already I have explained the concept of differentiation. If constant term will be available, so I will take the differentiation of constant term, so that term will be 0. But if I will take the differentiation of constant into a variable to the coordinate, so the constant will be outside, and then I will write the differentiation of function x to the coordinate divided by, I will write there divided by dt, so I will write m into x to the coordinate minus 1, that is the differentiation of the required function. Okay, so already I have written in that formula, and you have to follow same formula to apply here. Okay, so here I will say 2 I cap is constant, so I can also arrange it like -2 vector I cap into 1 I can write. Okay, and I will the small bracket, and then I write d upon dt, and in the bracket I write here 8 j vector is a constant vector, and we have write is equal to b, and then here I put d upon dt, and here I will say -3 vector k, that is constant, and then I write t square equal to I can write. Okay, now before I have used one function, that is d upon dx, 5 equals to the power, so 5 is constant, so I will take outside of the symbol d upon dt, so I will write 5 into d upon dx equals to the power n, so differentiation of d upon dx is to the power n, which is equal to 5 into n equals to the power n minus 1. That formula I will use here for getting the each and every value. So ever data I will erase, and below data I will simplify for easy to the distribution. Okay, so here I will write a of t, which is equal to, here I will say -2 vector I cap is constant, and I will write it upon it in the bracket I will write 1, and similarly here I will say 8 is common, so I will write this common, and then I will write it upon dt in the bracket I have to write here t, and then I have to put here minus 3 vector, and then I will write t upon dt, and in the bracket I have to write t square. So value data I will write that. Okay, because -2 vector I cap is constant, so I will take out of this symbol, so I have written here, and my 8 j vector cap, 8 vector j cap is constant, and t is variable, so 8 j vector cap I will take outside, 8 j vector cap I will take outside, this symbol I have written here, and here variable display, so I have written here t. Now here 3 minus 3a is constant, so I have taken outside of this symbol, and then variable is t to the power t square, so I have written here. Okay, now further I will apply the formula for getting its value. Okay, student, now here I will write a of t, which is equal to -2 into I cap. Now differentiation of any constant value, already I have told you the differentiation of constant value is 0. Now here I will write 8 vector j cap into t as power 1, so this differentiation will be 1 into t to the power 1 minus 1. Now similarly I will write plus minus, that will be minus vector k cap, and the differentiation of t square, it will be as 2 into t square minus 1. Okay, because 2 will be before, and t to the power 2 minus 1 will be there. Okay, now here you have to concentrate here, multiplication of a multiplication of any quantity with 0, that will be 0. Now here I will say 8 into vector and j cap with 1, that will be 8 vector j cap, and here I have to write t to the power 1 minus 1, that will be 0, 1 minus 1, that will be 0. Now here I will write 3 to the 6, so here I will write 6 into k to the power vector k cap into t to the power, here I have to write 2 minus 1, that is 1. Okay, so this is the acceleration vector. Again I will simplify it, so I will eliminate, and after that I will write a vector j cap and any variable as for here its value will be. So I will put here 1 minus 6 vector a cap, and then here I can write t. Okay, so this is the a of t I have written here. Now this value I will write there, and I will simplify. After simplify, I will write the value of AT. Okay, so I have set the value of v of t. So I have to erase 0 data, and then I will write v of t, which is equal to, I can write that is minus 2 vector I cap plus 8t vector j cap minus 3t square vector k cap I have written. Now this is the velocity function I have to set there. Okay, now here possibly I am going to erase and extinction value I have to write here a of t, which is equal to, here I write 8 vector j cap including that will be 8 vector j cap, and then I will write minus 6t vector k cap. Okay, this is the answer for the explanation. This is the answer. So I have to write here answer. Okay, so velocity function I have got, and explanation method I have got. Okay, so I hope that each and every students are knowing how to get velocity from the given vector and acceleration from the given vector. If any vector is given, so if we will differentiate on both sides with respect to the given variable, so I will get the value of velocity, and velocity is also known as displacement divided by time interval. Similarly, when velocity I will again differentiate, so I will get the acceleration, and acceleration is the definition of acceleration is the change in velocity per unit time, and its unit will be meter per second square. That is calculated in linear system, but in CDS system I will say gram per centimeter second square, centimeter per second square, centimeter per second square. Okay, so the acceleration value I have got here. Now I will also get the velocity vector at t is equal to 2 seconds. Okay, and after calculating it, I will also take the magnitude of that velocity vector. So other two answer will be there. Okay, so possibly we can subject on this topic how we will get velocity vector at t equal to 2 seconds, and also magnitude of the velocity vector at t equal to 2. Okay, you can subject here to understand how I am going to calculate. Okay, and if you are understanding this live video, so like this live video, and also you share this live video with your colleagues and students, so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic, and simultaneously you subscribe this education channel more and more. Okay, students, so I am going to explain all the information question me. So this value I will also simply write here a of t, which is equal to 8 vector j cap minus 6t vector k cap. This is also my answer, and here is also answer. This is second answer. We have to find third answer for getting the velocity. So very data I will erase, and after erasing I will find the velocity vector. Now here we know that v of t is available minus 2 vector I cap plus 8t vector k cap, and minus 2 minus 3t square vector ठीक है, we have to find velocity vector at x is equal to 2 second. So here in the place of t I have to put 2 for getting the velocity vector. So I will put on this side 2 is equal to minus 2 vector I plus 8 into 2 in the place of t I have 3 in the place of t I have 2 into vector j into minus 3 I write here 2 to the power 2 to the power 2 vector a hat. I will further simplify it. So here we will get 2 vector I care, and then I will write it to the system vector j care, and then I will write 2 to the 4 or 3 the 12 vector a care. So velocity vector is velocity vector this one is also is now here I am going to say the codes all answer will be at so here I have minus 2 vector I cap plus 16 vector j cap minus 12 vector that is also inside which is required. Okay, so according to this way I will do its calculation. Now all the information I will also explain into this student who are reading into medium student can also understand its solution their calculation. Here I have calculated t is equal to b of t is equal to minus 2 vector I cap plus 8 t vector j cap minus 3 t square vector k cap. Already I have said here. Now we have to get velocity vector at t equal to 2 seconds. So in the place of t I have to prepare t equal to 2 seconds. So here t to t of t is 2 seconds. Here is minus 2 seconds plus 8 into 2 vector j cap minus 3 into t whole square whole square into 8. So here I have to write negative minus 2 vector I cap a to the 16 vector j cap and 2 to the 4 to 3 the 12 vector j cap. So this is the required answer of the velocity vector as per given information in the question. Okay, student. So this way I have already said here. Now next question I have to okay, we have to find the magnitude of the velocity vector. Okay, so that is very easy, and I will also explain how we have to calculate it. Okay, now one time I am going to explain how the information in this instrument what it is in the beginning that in we go to instrument right understanding यहाँ पर p equal to दिया गया है minus 2 vector I cap plus 8 t vector j cap minus 3 t square vector k cap already यहाँ पर सेट किए हैं उस डेटा को यहाँ पर लिखे हैं, लेकिन t बराबर 2 सेकेंड पर हमें इसका वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करना है. तो t बराबर 2 सेकेंड पर t की जगह पर 2 रखते हैं, इसको सिंप्लीफाई किए हैं तो यहाँ पर t की जगह पर 2 रखते हैं तो 8 गुना 16 हो गया, यहाँ पर 2 गुना 4 यानी 12 हो गया. सिंप्लीफाई करने पर हमें ये एक्सप्रेशन मिला है वेलोसिटी का वेलोसिटी वेक्टर और इस वेलोसिटी वेक्टर का हमें परिणाम ज्ञात करना. परिणाम को हिंदी इंग्लिश में जो है मैग्नीट्यूड करना है. टेस्ट को फाइंड द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द हेल्पिंग वेलोसिटी वेक्टर. ओके, सो एबल डेटा आई विल इरेज एंड आफ्टर इरेजिंग आई विल टेक द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द वेलोसिटी. So this data I have said here from now I am going to say let a vector A which is given in this file that is general vector Ax vector I cap plus Ay vector j cap plus Aj vector k cap. So this vector I have written that properly because this is the given vector because Ax Ay Aj Ax Ay AZ line up to plus infinity from minus infinity. So I will take one set from minus infinity to plus infinity. I will take a particular vector. Okay, so this is the particular vector, but this is the singular vector. So we have to get the magnitude of this general vector. That is, I will write here vector a magnitude of the vector a, which is equal to magnitude of the vector a ax vector I cap ay vector j cap plus az vector k cap properly I have written there. Okay, so properly I have written there. Now I will simplify its value, and that will be the general formula. And in the general formula I will put the coefficient of vector I cap, coefficient of vector j cap, and also coefficient of vector k cap in the formula for getting the magnitude of the given vector A. Okay, so I will write what will be its magnitude. Its magnitude will be I will write ax square I will write ax whole square plus ay whole square plus I will write here az whole square. So this is the formula. This is the formula for a general vector for getting the magnitude. Okay, here to with all the information I will also explain using this to explain who are the individual student and इंग्लिश की नहीं। अगर मान लीजिए कि कोई भी वेक्टर एक जनरल फॉर्म में दिया गया है ए एक्स ए वाई ए जो लिखा है तीनों वेक्टर के कॉम्पोनेंट हैं। ये तीनों वेक्टर के कॉम्पोनेंट जो है इनफिनिटी से प्लस इनफिनिटी के बीच में एग्जिस्ट करते हैं। उनमें से एक सेट लेंगे, उस सेट को हम ए एक्स ए वाई ए का एक सेट लेंगे और उसके वैल्यू को यहाँ पर सब्स्टिट्यूट करके एक पार्टिकुलर वेक्टर ऑब्टेन करेंगे। वह एक पार्टिकुलर वेक्टर का हमारा जनरल वेक्टर है। इस जनरल वेक्टर का मैग्नीट्यूड निकालना होता है तो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में मॉडल मिलेगा, राइट हैंड साइड में भी मॉडल मिलेंगे। इस मॉडल को साइंटिफिक बोलते हैं तो इसको वेक्टर बोलते हैं। वेक्टर आई करके गुणांक का स्क्वायर प्लस जे करके गुणांक का स्क्वायर प्लस ए करके गुणांक का स्क्वायर। हिंदी में गुणांक करते हैं, इंग्लिश में कोएफिशिएंट कहते हैं। सो यू हैव टू फॉलो दिस कंसेप्ट to get the magnitude of the required. Okay, so I will use the formula for getting the magnitude of the velocity. We have to I have got a vector that is minus 2 vector I cap plus 16 vector j cap minus 12 vector j cap. Okay, so this formula I have to write to get the magnitude of the. So here I write a square minus 2 whole square plus 16 whole square plus minus 12 whole square. Because this formula I have in the place of ax minus 2 की जगह ay 60 की जगह az minus 2 की जगह I have used the same formula for the its value. Now here I will write square minus 2 square that will be 4 and here 260 whole square that will be 256 and 12 minus 2 whole square that will be 144. And on the left hand side I will say it is the magnitude of the vector. So here I can write magnitude like this. So here the magnitude is and after anything I will take this value. Now here I have to write 256, 154 and 4. I will add 6 plus 4 that will be 10 plus 4, 14, 4 and 1, 4 plus 5, 9 plus 1, 10, 0 and 1, and 2 plus 4 that will be 12. Here I will write is 400. So this is the unit, meter unit. Here I write something t equal to 0. This means at t equal to 2 second. So I will say this is the fourth answer. So according to this way, I will give the solution of any question which is available in this part, and we can easily obtain the velocity vector, acceleration vector, velocity vector at t equal to point A, that is A is coming and A is lying from minus infinity to plus infinity, and also the magnitude of the vector. Okay, students, if you are understanding very well, so you like this live video and also to share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic. Always I will one information I am going to tell you, always I will be online from 30 minutes past to 7 p.m. to 30 minutes past to 8 p.m. for the course. This is free online coaching process and you can each and one day. Okay, before I was teaching class 10th mathematics, which are data distribution, English and communication. Now already I have explained in chapter number 13. So after from chapter number 1 to chapter number 13, after explaining some chapter in physics, class 11 physics, and then I will again explain from chapter number 14 to forward. Okay, so you always follow question to understand each and every concept in detail. Okay, so if you have any query regarding mathematics and physics, so you ask question B, I will see you to it, and then I will write the proper solution of your comment in detail. Okay, so thank you for watching, and you take your how you are going to solve it. Okay, Jai Hind, Rana Sir.